The setting up of the Joint Ministerial Committee was announced at the end of the Langkawi retreat between Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong and his Malaysian counterpart Abdullah Ahmad Badawi in May. Mr. Yeo says at the meeting this weekend, the Singapore delegation will discuss some practical problems.
And I believe that with the present spirit of cooperation and goodwill, we should be able to do something to promote easier flows between the two sides. It should be good for the IDR. If there are no borders, then water will find its own level, and a lot of the economic growth in Singapore will spill over in the IDR, which will lower our own costs. It will be good for Johor, it will be good for Singapore. But of course, there is a border, there is a fence, so the water doesn't flow completely, and there is a certain pressure difference. But to the extent that there is connectivity and porosity, that's good for both sides.
Ever since the announcement of the joint Singapore-Malaysia Ministerial Committee on the Iskandar Development Region, there have been several business delegations and groups from the Chambers of Commerce which have visited the IDR region to see for themselves some of the investment opportunities the area offers.
They've taken a skeptical approach, asking many questions, and I believe that some have come to the conclusion that the IDR is good for them, for their company, for SMEs, for potential investors, and they will have to weigh the risks very carefully and make their own decisions. But it is a plus.
Mr. Yeo cites the Singapore-Malaysia cooperation in the IDR as an example for ASEAN to show that countries are much better off when they work together. He hopes this would spur the 10-member grouping to work towards one economic space with minimal friction for people, goods and services to move.